Hello, everyone. I'd like to welcome you guys to my channel. Peace, love, and blessings to everyone. I hope you guys are staying prayed up during these difficult, and evil times. Keeping your children covered and your family covered, friends with your prayers. Excuse me, I got a slight cold, guys. So if I sound a little funny, I'm trying to battle this little cold that I caught. But this video is for entertainment purposes only, and it's also protected by the Freedom of Speech Act. The reason I wanted to post this video is because not only me, but I've seen so many men go through these difficult breakups, and it just brought me back to what has happened to the woman and her role as a woman. We see so many deaths lately involving women and men killing their significant other and then taking their own life. I've never seen it at this height that I've seen it as of late, and it's troubling. So, but why is all of this happening? I just believe women have lost their way. They no longer practice virtue. They no longer understands what it takes to take care of a home, take care of a man, to uplift a man, be his strength, be his peace. Those principles are no longer practiced. And for that reason, we see everything is off balance. The women have been indoctrinated to believe that that they are independent, that they don't need a man. And this mentality has led to so many unhealthy relationships and difficult breakups. And the sad part about it is that it affects the children so deeply. And then we wonder why our children are out here wild and crazy. Because first of all, they're being raised in a dysfunctional relationship, and they're being raised by women. It's extremely difficult for a child to grow productively in that kind of environment or in that kind of home that is unstable. But again, I go back to women. You know, I've been in this situation where I've had a woman just totally be disrespectful. She knows how to tear down a man with her tongue. It's not so much as her physical abuse, because we all know most women cannot whoop a man, but they are much more effective with their tongue. And that's because they've built this mindset of that they don't need a man. Men aren't shit. Men aren't this. Men aren't that. And you see it plastered everywhere. We look at the entertainment industry. We look at on Facebooks or Instagram, TikToks, and all we see is these breakups, these difficult relationships, and how women are talking about men and how men are talking about women. And I think I'm gonna get into that on another video on how us men have not taken our role. But I look at the situation. Women no longer value themselves as queens, as women. And you see it with the strippers. Every video you look at, women are naked, half naked. It's like they're desperate, and they don't understand it. They're just, they're just confident, and their belief is that they're just confident. They know they're beautiful, and they want the world to see it. But from a wider perspective, that's not the way of showing your beauty. That's not the true way. And excuse me, but that's how the world has totally destroyed the true principles that a woman should be practicing. Okay, and again, this is the reason why the world is so off balance. The Bible says that the earth groans for man to take his place, his proper place, and that just doesn't pertain to man or the male. It pertains to everyone, okay? Because you got to understand, man and woman are really the same, okay? But we've been separated. And then you look at these, how they are continuing to feminize the men. It's disgusting, and I don't want my son growing up thinking that wearing a dress or dating men is okay, because it's not. And I know some of you guys, some of the LGBTQ community are going to get in the comments and say, but I don't believe in that. When I came up, whatever you did in your closet stayed in your closet. Whatever you did in your bedroom stayed in your bedroom. And there was a reason for that, because what you did was your business. We didn't put it out there because we knew that it could corrupt the natural ways of life. But now, and I'm going to make another video explaining to y'all that Obama was the biggest lie ever told. Obama was put in office purposely to institute the laws and policies and regulations for the LGBTQ community. Do you know while this man was in office, he passed more laws, regulations, and statutes for gay men and women than he did for any minority? These are facts. And so after he got out of office, we seen this big surge in the LGBT community expressing themselves. We see now that they're forcing it in the schools. They got drag queens teaching kids. They got kids. They got special classes for kids that's confused. Stop this madness. This is madness. And then I'm looking at some of the mothers where I'm going to still love my child. No, you can still love them, but you teach them what is right. You put their head in that Bible and show them that that is unnatural, and you will not be blessed. You will not live a healthy and strong and effective life on this planet if you practice those types of unnatural acts. I mean, these women are compromising with homosexual men. They are, it's almost as if, as a matter of fact, some of them, many women believe that male gay friends are some of the best friends on this planet. You cannot compromise with something that is not natural, women. Don't you understand that those men are looking at you and they think they're better than you? Okay? So subconsciously, there's of competition. Them gay men aren't around you because they like you or love you. They're around you so they can learn what men like, okay? And they can institute that into their lives. We see it so many times when gay men and women fall out, the men get vicious. Those gay men become vicious at those women. But they've been feeling that way for the longest. But we look at this, and our society is perishing because of it. And it's sad. But women, you have to get back to your natural purpose on this planet. If you do not, we, not just as a culture, but as a black people, as a black nation, will fail. We will be destroyed. We will continue to inherit we will die in the curse that God put on this planet for us. The women, why you think why you think the attack and the just the war on you women. You don't even see it, but the system that controls everything, they are purposely poisoning your mind to believe that you are are the breadwinners, or you are the head of the house. That it's okay for you to be the head of the house, and that's not the way that God intended it to be. And you have to understand that. You have to realize that, because if you don't, then you wonder why you can't keep a man. Your relationship is dysfunctional. When you do get a man, he's cheating, he's never home, he doesn't respect you, or he's one of the biggest manipulators that you have ever met in your life. And when you find out that he ain't who you thought he was, you're devastated and hurt. But the reason why is because women have devalued themselves subconsciously. You've devalued yourself, and they have fooled you to believe that I don't need no. I can do this. I can handle this. I'm a boss bitch. I got all this. I got all that. And I don't need no nigga. Stop with the madness. And this is why the planet is off balance. And they are continuing to bombard our children with this idea that homosexuality or lesbianism is okay, and it's not. It's not. And it just enrages me because I see it being forced upon us. You can't even turn on the TV and watch a good show without some type of homosexual indoctrination being thrown at you. It's sad. It's sad. But until our women, mainly our black women, until you guys understand, reestablish your roles on this planet, go back to respecting your men, go back to loving your men, go back to encouraging and empowering your man, go back to being submissive. Now that doesn't mean that a man is supposed to rule you with an iron fist. That doesn't mean that. But it means if you got a good man who takes care of his family, who does what he's supposed to do for his family. I mean, it's so many of us, and I'm including myself because I've been in situations where I've tried, to make it work, and it just wouldn't work because the woman was raised in a home where all she saw her mother do was cuss out her boyfriends or her father. And so as she got older, in her mind, she thought that it was okay to disrespect a man. And I tried several times to make it work because I wanted to break, that curse of children growing up without both families in the household. I did everything I could, but it didn't work because she was poisoned. Her mother poisoned her to believing that love is disrespecting your man. Because I'm telling you, this woman would say some of the most harshest things, but then when I'm gone, she's calling, hey, I love you, or just acting like nothing ever happened. That's not natural. And then it doesn't help when you're watching, the women are watching TVs and they disrespecting their man. They're cussing out their man on every TV show, on these reality shows. It's just pure madness. Women, I'm telling you right now, if you begin to practice and understand what your role is and practice it, institute it in your home, multiple blessings will begin to come your way. I'm telling you, I know this. Okay, haven't you ever heard of your grandmother being that praying grandmother? She'd be up all night. All you remember your grandmother doing is being prayerful. We don't even have that no more. We don't have praying grandmothers. They're gone. They're the last of the dying breed, and you see very few of them. But they're dying off. So who's covering our family? Who's covering our children? Who's covering our friends and family? No one. The enemy has slithered his way into our our culture, into our way of life, into this world, and he's taking over by storm. But I declare and decree victory on today for everyone that is listening to this video. And I pray that you guys will be fervently in prayer, as I am, for our children, for our loved ones, for our significant others, for our families and friends, for our neighborhoods and communities. We got to pray. The Bible says, pray fervently without ceasing. It's that important, and we are in that time. But I pray for every woman that is listening to this video, that is going through difficult relationships and don't know why, that want to love a good man but don't know how, that want to be who she is supposed to be but are affected by the indoctrinations and by the way she was raised. I'm telling you right now, and I want you guys, the women who are willing to do this, I want you to comment a month from now. If you practice this, practice the principles of virtue. Now, what are some of the principles of virtue? It starts with humility. Love your significant other, your boyfriend, or someone that you're dating. Begin to be submissive to them. Now, don't be submissive to the point where he's just running all over you or he's trying to be controlling. Controlling is a tool of Satan. We don't believe in that. But if he's a leader, if you see that he has a good heart, first of all, find out, does he love God? Or what kind of person he is spiritually. That will help you in understanding if you should be submissive to him. Now, when I say submissive, again, I don't mean that you allow him to rule you with an iron fist. It just means that you listen to him, you agree with him, you support him, you encourage him, you love him as much as possible. Now, does that mean that you're not going to have arguments? Of course not. But it's what it's doing is giving him confidence that, hey, I'm telling you, men love a strong but submissive woman because a submissive woman understands her role. And men naturally are attracted to that, and they will naturally embrace that. They will naturally nurture that. I guarantee you, women, if you practice it, if you walk with confidence, you will begin to see how powerful practicing virtue will be in your life. Blessings will begin to come from everywhere. You will begin to get compliments from people. Now, it's going to be difficult because Satan is everywhere and he don't want to see you in your rightful place. But I'm telling you right now, begin to practice those principles. If you want to know for sure what they are, I want you to read the last chapter of Proverbs. It's going to give you a detailed step-by-step directions on how to practice or what it takes to be a virtuous woman. It's not easy in these day and times, but women, you have to get back to standing on what's right. You can't be sitting by saying, it's okay, I'm going to love my son or my daughter either way it go. Of course, we're going to love them, but it is our duty as parents to show them what is right, what God intended for them. He didn't intend for them to come and produce children with the same sex. It doesn't make sense. It's unnatural. And so we cannot compromise with it. Women, you have to get back in your place. It's important. The planet is dying because you don't want to do it. You want to disrespect that man. You want to say, fuck that man. You want to say, the hell with everybody. You cannot do it. You just cannot do it. You got to get back in your place. Because the minute you do, it's going to activate something in all the men. It's going to begin to move and stir something up in the man. And that is what we need because men are dying. Men are dying, and I'm not talking about a natural death. We're spiritually dying because the women no longer understand their role. And so, again, read the last chapter of Proverbs, the book of Proverbs. Practice those techniques, practice those principles, and I guarantee you do that for 30 days. Just try it for 30 days, and I want you to come back on the comments, and I want you to comment. I guarantee you're going to comment how things have changed in your life, the positive things that has been acquired in your life from just practicing these principles. If you're in a relationship where you're arguing all the time, you're fussing and fighting all the time, reverse it. Reverse it. And try it for 30 days. Try to be something that you haven't been for 30 days and watch what happens in your life. I'm guaranteeing this. Okay? So again, I just send out my blessings to you guys. I just hope that you guys remain in fervent prayer. Again, we are in evil, dark times where prayer is needed. Our children, above all things, need to be covered. That is your duty as a parent. And so, again, peace, blessings, and love. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to comment, please comment. I really encourage you guys to comment because I want to know how you feel about this situation. But eventually, guys, I do want you guys to donate if you can. Like I said, 50 cents, $1, 10, 20, whatever you donate, it will go toward me getting better equipment so that I can come on live and make more productive videos for you guys. But again, I love you all. And again, I pray that you guys are staying in prayer. So again, love, peace, and blessings. And I'll talk to you guys later.